This the battlefield, y'all.
Yeah.
You better wake up and pay attention.
Open your eyes.
You in a battle whether you know it or not.
That's right.
So you might as well pay attention. Come on. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. If you ain't with us, you against us and ain't down for the cause. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. Job is soldier, occupation is war. And I don't need to bring a burner, I could fight with a sword. Babylon look like a leper and she aching and sores. And I can call you Captain Save 'em, putting your faith in a whore. You got dependence on the system, so you voting Barack. But I give credence to the Most High, I'm promoting tonight. Before you enter this arena, better count up the cost. Because the ones that's looking back get turned to pillars of salt. You got to have a brave heart, I mean a heart that's brave. Can't be scared to buck the system like some well-trained slave. You held ransom for your soul and you got all you requested. Now you're something like a pussycat, kinda domestic. Stepping in the ring but can't decide where your heart is. How should I start this eulogy? Dearly departed. This war can't be survived by the naive or the weak, by the thugs, the prostitutes, or the Illuminati. Cause it's the battlefield. Battlefield, ring the alarm. If you ain't with us, you against us and ain't down for the cause. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. This war is black and white, ain't got no areas gray. And 98 is what you do and 2%'s what you say. Annihilation is the fate of toy soldiers that's acting. Real soldiers get it cracking with affirmative action. Put my heart where my mouth is so I ain't gon' cave. That's why I discipline my body, beat it down like a slave. You got these cowards dying twice, but the soldiers die once. So if you sleep, I'm your alarm clock. It's time to wake up, cause in the end it's just like nature, we step over the runs. And when he riding on that white horse, you with them or with us. And then you staring down the barrel of the truth you ain't trust. And now you realize it's true, cause all you trusted combust. This gon' be orchestrated robbery that's spontaneous. And when the thief came in the night, you had no soul to give up. The words are swollen like a clip, you should've loaded it up. So when the beast was in your field, you would have something to bust. Cause this the battlefield. Battlefield, ring the alarm. If you ain't with us, you against us and ain't down for the cause. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. That other verse, I was just lacing my boots. It's time to pull a kick though, so I can tell you the truth. Yeah, all you women getting touch-ups, you denying your roots. And all your images of beauty never told you the truth. The modern lynchings in this music got your mind in the noose. And all your idols, Uncle Toms, that's why they switched to them suits. I know you wondering what happened to them Timberland boots. You wanna know the true purpose, I'ma say what it do. They in the house, you in the field, and they ain't thinking about you. Long as you buy some rock and rest, some Sean John and a coupe. Alright, we living in the hood, equivalent to a zoo. But picture this, we all slaves, but they the one chasing you. We in the information age and we at war with the media. Got them shackles on your mind so they destroying you easier. You're flirting with that beast cause he don't seem that strong, but you won't have nowhere to flee once that young beast get grown. Cause this the battlefield. Battlefield, ring the alarm. If you ain't with us, you against us and ain't down for the cause. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. If you ain't with us, you against us and ain't down for the cause. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. This the battlefield, ring the alarm. Cause this the battlefield.
We at war, y'all. It's a battle, spiritual and physical. Y'all better get ready. Gird up. Let's go.
Shall I not punish them for these things? Shall I not avenge myself on such a nation as this? I will take up a weeping and wailing for the mountains, and for the dwelling places of the wilderness, a lamentation, because they are burned up, so that no one can pass through. Nor can men hear the voice of the cattle. Both the birds of the heavens and the beasts have fled. They are gone. I will make Jerusalem a heap of ruins, a den of jackals. I will make the cities of Judah desolate, without an inhabitant.
Who is the wise man who may understand this? And who is he to whom the mouth of the Lord has spoken, that he may declare it? Why does the land perish and burn up like a wilderness, so that no one can pass through? And the Lord said, because they have forsaken my law which I set before them, and have not obeyed my voice, nor walked according to it, but they have walked according to the dictates of their own hearts, and after the Baals which their fathers taught them. Therefore, thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will feed them, this people, with wormwood, and give them water of gall to drink. I will
There is a total of 39 Jerusalems globally. We can eliminate 37 of them and focus on 2 Jerusalems. The 37 Jerusalems are not historical nor authentic, they are cities that merely bear the name Jerusalem, hence they can be eliminated. That leaves 2 Jerusalems, where one of these is the real, the historical, the authentic, the biblical, the scriptural Jerusalem, and the other one is fraudulent, fake, is Hadrian's Jerusalem, built on a studio set, like Universal Studios, they build sets for their movies.
And yet still be protected from your arrows. The genius. And then they could use a ram to strike against the walls of Masada.
Prepare the catapult. Destroy it! No!
As Josephus said, Jerusalem was thoroughly laid. Now it did not happen exactly that way, and the characters, particularly the Jews, they are the wrong color. The Jews are black, not white. Nonetheless, in 70 AD, Jerusalem was destroyed by Rome under the command of Titus Vespasian, fulfilling the prophecy of Jeremiah, chapter 9 verse 11. This is Hadrian. He was a Roman emperor from 117 AD to 138 AD. It was Hadrian that put the final nail in the coffin on Jerusalem. In 132 AD, Hadrian campaigned to erase Jerusalem and Israel and Judah and anything associated with them out of existence, out of history. It was Hadrian that kick-started the cover-up of the original black Jews, their identity, their land and cities, their scriptures and history. After the turbulent history of Jerusalem, with the last two major destructions, where exactly is Jerusalem and how does it look?
Many people have been wondering where Jerusalem is. Jerusalem is located in the center of Israel, which is in the Middle East, right at the eastern end of the Mediterranean Sea.
The story begins in 750 BC when the Near East was divided into many small kingdoms and city-states. They were wedged between the Assyrian Empire to the north and Egypt in the south. Among them was the kingdom of Israel, whose people worshipped several gods, including Yahweh.
Founded in 1948, the State of Israel is located on the eastern shore of the
Is Jerusalem really in the Middle East? According to scripture, Jerusalem is supposed to be desolate and uninhabited. The idea of a Middle East begs the question, where is the Middle North, where is the Middle South, and where is the Middle West? This only makes the concept of a Middle East fraudulent at best. So where is Jerusalem? What is its true location? Region Font Code 3. Region Font Code 3 says, Jerusalem is in Africa and the Middle East. Africa is huge, very vast, so exactly where is Jerusalem in Africa? This is Ptolemy, a geographer and cartographer. Ptolemy wrote about another geographer named Marinus. Ptolemy wrote how Marinus took an expedition to Africa, to the interiors of Africa, past the equator, below the Tropic of Capricorn, and came to a land called Agi Simba. Agi Simba is Bantu, it means land of the lion, which could only refer to the tribe of Judah. The scriptural, the biblical, the historical, the real Jerusalem, is located in Namibia, southwest Africa, in the Karas region, near Cape Manship. According to Josephus, Jerusalem is huge, it's 33 furlongs, that's 4 miles. Jerusalem was a very big hill city, in the land of Judah. This is Jerusalem. This is Jerusalem. This is the residue of Jerusalem after the 70 AD destruction by Titus Vespasian. This is what is left of Jerusalem. What we are viewing is the authentic, historical, scriptural, and biblical, and the real Jerusalem. The one we find in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. This is it, this is how it looks, and this is its topology. There is so much more to cover. Let's begin with region font code 3 that says Jerusalem is in Africa and the Middle East. There are 39 places called Jerusalem in the world. There are 2 more Jerusalems in Africa, but we can eliminate them along with the others because the topology, rivers and mountains of Israel are not in those locations. Also Agi Simba is not in those locations. Psalms chapter 83, verses 4 and 5, it reads, "They conspire against your people, plot against those you protect. They say, 'Come, let us wipe them out as a nation, let not the name of Israel be remembered anymore.'" Do you remember him? This is Hadrian, Emperor of Rome. He is the one that got the cover-up started. The cover-up of the original black Jews, covering up their identity by seeking to wipe them out of existence. Covering up their land and cities, their history and scriptures. Covering up anything associated with them by changing, altering, hiding, hijacking, forging, moving, removing, and replacing truth with lies and deceptions. After the destruction of Jerusalem, Titus Vespasian sent Legion Exfrontensis to guard Jerusalem and to guard Judah. The Bar Kokhba revolt was the spark that got Hadrian so outraged that he sent more Legion Exfrontensis and other Roman soldiers to guard and wipe out all cities of Judah, Benjamin, Reuben, Simeon, and all of Israel, along with the scriptures, the Torah, and anything associated with Israel and Judah. Legion Exfrontensis garrisoned Jerusalem from 66 AD to 217 AD. As time went on, the Roman army became the Byzantine army, and Jerusalem continued being guarded, continued being empty, desolate, and uninhabited. If the real Jerusalem is in Namibia, Southwest Africa, then whose Jerusalem is in the Middle East? The Jerusalem in the Middle East is Hadrian's Jerusalem. Hadrian was so outraged at the Bar Kokhba revolt that he decided to punish and insult the original black Jews by moving Jerusalem to a province of Rome. The Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus, also known as the Temple of Jupiter Capitolinus, was the most important temple in ancient Rome, located on the Capitoline Hill, i.e. Capitol Hill. This is where the United States gets its Capitol Hill from. Capitoline is the daughter of Babylon. The Wailing Wall is the original wall of the Temple of Jupiter. The Jerusalem in the Middle East is the Aelia Capitoline, the Temple of Jupiter, daughter of Babylon, disguised as Jerusalem and financed by the United States and Great Britain and other countries. In case you are not convinced of Jerusalem's true location in Namibia, Southwest Africa, we will turn our attention to the Dead Sea. This is a picture of the Dead Sea, one in the Middle East and one in Namibia, Southwest Africa. The one in the Middle East is a copy of the one in Namibia. It is the work of a copycat, a forger, and a hijacker. It is criminal behavior. But we must ask ourselves, how do we know we have correct information? In answering this question, let's take a look at some old maps. These are maps of Hecataeus, Homer, and Herodotus. Look closely at the area called Middle East. Notice there is no record of Jerusalem, no Israel, no Dead Sea, no Sea of Galilee, no mountains of Israel. These are not recorded as existing in this location during the time of Hecataeus, Homer, and Herodotus. They did not exist in the so-called Middle East area during their day. So how did they get there, to the so-called Middle East? They got to this region by the hand of a copycat, forger, and hijacker. Hijack means unlawful seizure of property and removing it to a different location for use for one's own purposes. The Dead Sea was hijacked, the Sea of Galilee was hijacked, the entire land of Israel was hijacked. Jerusalem was hijacked. Such hijacking makes the Middle East a fraudulent location. What you are viewing is how to build a man-made lake. The fake Sea of Galilee and the fake Dead Sea in the fake land called Middle East, which is nothing more than a studio set, was constructed in a similar fashion. This is the biblical, the scriptural, the historical Dead Sea, the one we find in the Old Testament as well as the New Testament. The Dead Sea is an ancient landmark that authenticates other geographical locations, cities, sites, mountains, and rivers in Judah and Israel. This is the biblical, the scriptural, the historical, Jerusalem, the one founded by King David after he defeated the Jebusites, the one where Jesus roamed, the one where the disciples roamed, the one where many historical events happened, to Jerusalem, in Jerusalem, and around Jerusalem, the one that we find in the Old Testament as well as in the New Testament. This is our city. This is our land. This is Jerusalem. This is Agi Simba, the land of the lion, Kingdom of Judah, in Namibia, Southwest Africa, in the Karas region. This is the real Jerusalem.
to